History Spotlight, brought to you by HEC Media and the Missouri Historical Society.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jody Sowell, president of the Missouri Historical Society in St. Louis. Green Eyes describes not only designer Alice Topp Lee's eye color, but it is also the name of one of her best dresses. Curator of Clothing and Textiles Adam McFarland shows us the dress and explains why it's important in St. Louis's fashion history.
One of the best dressed women in St. Louis in the mid-20th century was Alice Topp Lee. Alice was born in Nebraska, moved to Milwaukee to start her design career, and then Alice moved to St. Louis in 1942, and she worked in the city until 1953. At Forest City, she designed for Doris Dotson, which was a junior wear line for young women. Her collection of clothing included famous designers like Christian Dior and Cristobal Balenciaga. But one of the biggest and best collections that she donated to us was her wardrobe of pieces designed by Charles James. James was known for his very structural and architectural design, and we are lucky at the Missouri Historical Society to have 12 pieces designed by James, all for Alice Topp Lee. The dress behind me is one of my favorites, and it's called Green Eyes. He called it Green Eyes because he designed it based on her green eyes. So you see the peak of green at the top of the bodice and the peak of green on the back. This dress is unique in that it is made of wool, which you normally wouldn't see for an evening gown. This was Alice's decision, and she did that because she knew that wool looked great on her body and that she would be wearing this in a lot of different climates throughout time. In fact, she wore this dress for 11 years, and we have documented all of the different occasions that she wore them to. The first known occasion was in 1949 to a benefit for the socialite Millicent Rogers, held at the Brooklyn Museum in New York City. She also wore it to cruises along the Queen Elizabeth II cruise line, as well as events here in St. Louis, like the Veiled Prophet Ball. Green Eyes was such a special dress for her that she called it her true friend, knowing that it was a reliable dress that she could wear at any occasion. We also know that she altered the dress at some point as she wore it. The original dress had straps that went over the shoulders and crisscrossed in front, and you can see now that she has made this into a strapless gown. While St. Louis was only her home for about 15 years or so, after she moved from St. Louis, she moved to New York, but St. Louis was always an important home for her, and she felt connected to the Missouri Historical Society and the people here.
Next week on History Spotlight, how St. Louis school children once bought an elephant for the zoo.
To learn more about the Missouri Historical Society, visit mohistory.org.